throughout the filming of this video, Emily and I were often asked, what is diversity? And I personally believe that diversity is what makes you special and what makes you who you are and what makes you unique. Diversity allows for people to express who they are and what they believe in. It is often seen in mainstream culture and the media that diversity isn't quite so positive as many of us believe it to be. Emily and I have worked together to create this video to kind of celebrate diversity and celebrate what makes each of us special and each of us who we are. We went around and asked students at Aquinas about their views on diversity and what they believe to be special about them. We also asked students at Aquinas about some of the other negative issues they see in society and how they believe that they can bring positivity to their community and how they can make a difference and change something that they see as negative, because we can make a difference.
I believe diversity is a very good thing.
Yes, I believe diversity is a very good thing.
I view diversity in others as a great thing. I mean, our country was built on it. We are nicknamed the melting pot for a reason.
Diversity in others is definitely a good thing because it allows for everyone to be accepted the way they are and allows everyone to just feel loved.
I believe that diversity in our community is a good thing.
I think diversity in our community is very important because it makes us all unique and different.
I believe diversity in others is a very good thing.
I believe the diversity is a good thing.
I think me being African American makes me a very diverse person.
One thing I believe that is diverse about me is that I defy stereotypes. I defy stereotypes by excelling in school and being a leader and a role model and a mentor.
My accent makes me diverse.
An issue I see in society today is that people keep forming to be who other people want them to be instead of being who they actually are.
An issue that I see in society today is that, especially on social media, people aren't very open-minded with things, and they tend to base their worth and self-value off of how many followers or how many likes they get. I mean, it's just not possible because you're supposed to be yourself and you can't be perfect for everyone. One of the main issues in society is the issue of acceptance and people not respecting and loving each other enough and being fully open to how everyone is different.
I feel like one of the issues is there is a lack of respect in between people, and we need to accept that not everyone is the same. And just because someone doesn't think the same as you doesn't mean they're any less of you. We all have our own opinions, and that's what's also great about living in America. We can express our opinions, and no one should ever feel scared to express their opinions.
One issue in society today is that people judge people, they don't even know the person they judge. I mean, it's just terrible.
I think a very big issue we have in society these days is the amount of stress that is put on teens to go to the best college and take all these hard classes at school, but yet still have a job and be prepared for the future. And I feel like all the stress, we have our entire lives to be stressed, and we're all forcing all of the stress on us as teens, and the depression and suicide rates are going up, and I feel like that has a big thing to do with it.
I think we can solve this by giving people more self-confidence. Self-confidence is really important. You need to be proud of who you are and don't change because someone else wants you to be who they are. I think a big part of this is through the media. I think media plays a big role in people, social media as well as TV shows and movies. So I think if we can have a more positive theme and message coming from those, I think people would respond very well to that.
I think we can change issues in society today by just people trying to be more open-minded about things and understanding that not everyone is going to have the same values and belief systems, and people are different, but that's what makes them them, and you should just embrace your differences and just try. We as a world can change the issues in our society by just being more loving. I think that the main issue in today's society, especially with the younger generation, is just the lack of respect and love for each other, and everyone just needs to learn that we're all here living life doing the same thing, and there's no reason to hate or be bitter towards someone for no reason. You just gotta love and accept.
I feel like we can fix the problem of lack of respect by putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and realizing that not everyone has the same path of life.
We can change issues in our world today by namely not judging people for who they are.
I believe as a group that society should be more inept on spreading positivity and just being nice to each other because they don't understand how much words can affect others.
I personally can do that by spreading positivity and just through my social media and just through seeing people in the hallway on a day-to-day basis.
Because I try to look at people's their actions and try to understand things from their perspective.
By me being diverse, I can understand a lot of people's viewpoints and understand what everyone's going through and try to put myself into their shoes.
I believe my diversity can change the world by eliminating stereotypes in society. I believe that it can help us all come together as one and break down social barriers.
I am access to the world because I think I'm a special person and sympathize. Can you translate it for me, Emily?
Sympathize?
Yeah, sympathize with others. I'm understanding people have a bad days and trying to make them smile.
I think I'm an asset to the world because I'm creative and I'm energetic, where some people can be so bland and I think that because of that, there needs to be energetic people to get those bland people up and moving.
I think I'm very positive. A couple weeks ago, I got most likely to brighten your day. So I just like to spread positivity as much as I can because I know that words really can affect people and like how they view the world.
I see myself as an asset to the world and others because I have a very positive attitude and I'm very loving towards the people that are in my life, and I think that reflects out onto them, and like they live the same way as me because of the way I am, and I think that they understand that like I view them as equal and I accept everything about them, and there's nothing wrong that I think they need to change.
Hi, my name is Naya, and I'm from the Diversity Club, and I think that diversity is important because, well, to me, diversity is, people being different yet the same. And within that, like, sameness, I feel like a bond is formed on differences. And I think that I'm an asset to the world because my music taste is different. Like, I listen to hip-hop, rap, R&B, alternative rock, and I don't have a problem with country, but I listen to it here and there. I am an asset to the world because I feel like not me, but I feel like I represent, what it means to be diverse. Not just me, but like, people who look like me, and not even just me, just like being a girl and just like having different hair and being tall. Like, it's just, I don't know, I feel like, not that I'm different, but like it's like not the norm. I believe that it is important to not have one beauty standard, but be different. Like, it's okay to be different, and you don't have to follow like the role you were given when you were born. Just be you and spread positivity and be beautiful at the same time.
So in our society today, we have a lot of diversity, and we need to see diversity as a good thing because it's such a good thing. And if we're diverse, that means that not all of us are the same, and we need to embrace being different, because that's obviously, who wants to be the same as the person standing next to them. We're diverse in so many ways, but personally, I think one of the best ways to be diverse is in body image, because like I said, you don't want to look like the person standing next to you on the right, left, in front of you, or behind you. Like, you want to be your own person, and you want to be unique, and you want to be uniquely beautiful. So today, both girls and boys have problems with their body image, and I think it's really important just to know that you are just as beautiful as a size 14 or 30 as you are 200 or whatever. Like, your jean size or your pant size or your shirt size doesn't define your worth, your beauty, how intelligent you are, how good of a person you are. That's a really important thing that people need to realize today. Like I said, you want to be your own person, and you want to be uniquely beautiful, and you want people to know you as yourself, as your name, not as, oh, you look like so-and-so. So today's the day that we need to stop letting our differences or what we believe is like bad diversity defy us. And we need to start understanding that we're worthy, we're beautiful, we're important, and we matter despite what anyone thinks of us or despite what we think is bad about us.